Craig, although you weren't in charge as such last Saturday,
Yeah.
looking on in the Connors Key Nomads game, obviously disappointed with the result, but what about the performance and the commitment from the players in general?
Yeah, look, I thought the performance was, was good performance. I think we've done everything but score 2 or 3 goals. We had opportunities. We were good in possession of the ball, especially second half. It's been a long time, I think, since a team, or certainly TNS teams, gone to Connors Key and had them pinned back where we did for large periods of time. Obviously that doesn't win you the game, as we know. We give a sloppy set play away. Had 2 opportunities in the game, both set plays, and we didn't deal with them. But overall, I thought performance-wise, I thought certainly first 20 minutes and then the whole of the second half were somewhere towards where I'd like to be.
And now you're back at Park Hall, you are more than familiar with a few of the players. In fact, you signed them first time round. Others, although you would know their names at least, you're beginning to get to understand where everybody slots in where you want to play. Yeah,
definitely. Look, the league, obviously, we know how close the league is. You can play each other up to 5-6 times over the season. In the detail, in the actual, what we're bored down to at Connors Key of doing the research on opposition and other players, then you get to know everybody. I think everybody knows everyone. So really, I've got a good idea of the players. I've got a good idea of where we want to be, how we want to be. Which is a bonus, I think, from coming from another league team. You spend a lot of time looking at other teams, other players. So I know where we are and where we need to improve and how good we are.
And would you be looking at bringing players in?
Yeah, definitely. I think the moment you stop looking to try and improve in every element of a football club, then I think you're starting to go backwards. So every element in the football club, obviously it's been 4 or 5 years since I was here last time. The club's moved on. It has improved. But there's still room for improvement in every sector of the club. So it'll be something that I'll be spending 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe, and having a look right the way through the club, and speaking to Mike about how we can improve it, and whether it's 0.5%, whether it's 1%, not just on the pitch, off the pitch. I think it's something that I feel strongly about, of just trying to improve everything and everyone along the way.
And this is your first full week in charge. We're playing Newtown on Saturday on the road. How are the preparations going?
Yeah, very good. Like I say, you know players through the first time round. Players who've been in the league. So I haven't really had any surprises really. They've got some very good players here. Got some very good young players here. It's a competitive squad. Like to make it more competitive and bring 2 or 3 in if we can before the window closes. But apart from that, the preparation going really well. Had the first full day Monday and been out on the grass Tuesday and Wednesday properly with the players and preparing for Saturday to try and win the game on Saturday.
And based on what you knew already and what you've seen this week, are there likely to be many or any changes in the starting 11 this Saturday?
Obviously, last week there was a few changes. Chris picked the team, so it was. And I didn't disagree with it, to be honest. And there's multiple reasons why players played, and we'll start again. We looked at the game back on Monday. We spoke about it. We had a good conversation with myself and the staff, and we decided to go with the team that we're going to go with, and we probably knew that from Monday morning, and we've worked towards that, little bits and pieces in here and there, little tactical elements on Tuesday, a little bit on Wednesday, and then we'll finally finish it off on Friday with the detail of it, and be ready to go. So from my point of view and from the staff's point of view, yes, we know what team we're going to play, and be confident that we've got some very good players, good depth in the squad, some good players will not be playing, and it's up to them to train hard, to work hard, to get themselves in the team, and in the lads who actually play the games, it's up to them to keep the shirt. So it's a bit of a cliche, and a new manager comes in, clean slate, etc. But it really is, and it's an opportunity for everyone to show me and the staff why they should stay in the team or why they should be in the team.
Do you have the starting 11 already in place, in your mind at least, or are there still 1 or 2 places perhaps up for grabs?
I think there's always 1 or 2 places, but we are quite confident about how we're going to go. what the game plan's going to be and how we're going to execute it. So I'd probably say 99% sure of how we're going to go.
And it's not just about being respectful towards the opposition, because the game in the JD Cymru Premier has raised itself over recent years, or in recent years, but it will be a tough one away at Newtown on Saturday.
Yeah, it will be. You know, some very tough games in the league. You know, I don't think you start taking that attitude and you're ready to get beat, aren't you? So you've got to make sure that we respect Newtown, and I respect Chris as a manager and a coach, but we've got to make sure that we are concentrating completely on us, and it's about us. You know, it's about what we've done Monday to Friday. It's about how we've prepared. It's about what our game plan's going to be, in with the element of respect to Newtown and every other team in the league. You know, we just got to make sure we look after us. You know, first and foremost, look after us, and you know, and the rest will take care of itself.
And finally, Craig, what is the general availability of players to you?
Yeah, there's still Danny Davis who's struggling a little bit. Obviously, Josh Pask got an injury last week. You know, we're still really, the medical staff are really still assessing that, how that's going to be. But he's probably going to be at least a month or 6 weeks at least. But apart from that, everyone's good, I think. You know, Ashley Baker's come back and trained with the squad. Blaine Hudson's back in training with the squad. Bradders is back in training with the squad. So we're near enough. You know, we're 1 or 2 down, but we're near enough. We're near enough there and fit for selection to make it as hard a job as possible for myself.